So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So a moment now to see the story for Klay Thompson.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. McDaniels and Towns make up the 2 forward spots. Conley and Ant are the 1 of the 2. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at point guard. And, Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but, Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Here's Gafford, shoots over Reed, and it's Gafford missing. Thompson against McDaniels. Can't hit that one. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Kept alive by Minnesota. Reed can't hit.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Here's Irving. Down low. Gafford. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Now Conley. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time back.
Many teams try to play 2 bigs in their lineup, but without success. Grant, what makes Minnesota different?
You know, B.A., the fact that no matter who's in that rotation up front, one of the 2 bigs can stretch the floor. And then on the defensive side, they use their length to contest shots on the perimeter. Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Knocks down the long J.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns. Stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Doncic outside. There's the triple. Sends it home from 3-point land. Doncic has got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Towns. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. Doncic against Conley. And Doncic with the jam.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. And he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive. But when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And as we continue through January, here are the latest power rankings. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 7. Takes it inside. Good work defensively by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley looking for an opening. Reed for 3. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. The Mavericks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. You look at Dallas, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And of course the Timberwolves, a couple spots down.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They were in the market for a proven scorer, and I'm told they found one. Jordan Clarkson has always been terrific moving downhill, making tough shots in traffic. To loosen up the driving lanes, he's become a legitimate threat from deep. Everyone around the league can't wait to see how they integrate him into their system.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. That one drops. He ties it up. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And Dallas making a change here. Lively's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
For 3, Conley. It's rebounded by Dallas. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Conley. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Reed against Lively. And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul. So for Dallas, Marshall, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Irving. Outside, Alexander Walker. Towns a screen on Doncic. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And stolen by Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Alexander Walker's got his second basket.
just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Jones. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Towns. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Exum's checked in for Dallas. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Minot.
And every season, Dinwiddie just seems to get better, wanting to take on more and more responsibility. You have to appreciate his work ethic. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Doncic. Over Edwards. Oh, nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 13 now.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Now Edwards. Now here's Gobert. No points yet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Derek Lively.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
Minot's checked in for Ingles. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the 3rd quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Here's Jones. Misses from close range.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
On the court for the Timberwolves, 2nd quarter underway. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Edwards out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Minot in at the 4. Outside Irving. Pass to Exum. Launches it. Outside Irving. And he knocks the jumper down.
These are the shots you want Irving taking. Capable of scoring from anywhere on the floor.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Outside for Irving. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the 2nd quarter. Screen by Lively. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. And the Mavericks lead by 4. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
And give credit to Dinwiddie, taking the hit well and finding a way to power through it.
Jones, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Inside. Oh! Easy two for Gobert.
Too much Rudy Gobert. Can take a lot of contact down low.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Marshall passes to Lively. Dinwiddie with it. Three-pointer. First shot won't go. The Timberwolves trail. Knocked loose. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Gobert's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously a 14-win improvement last season. They have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
Exum gets the 3 to fall. He's got 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Gobert with the stuff.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 7. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. The last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
Ingles, a screen on Irving. Here's Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
The baseline, Jay. Ingles, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Exum. Fires from the wing. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Irving, that's good.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Timeout. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Exum. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Towns comes in for Ingles. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Jones. Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Takes a 3. Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in. Washington's got his first points of the game.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Towns outside. Pass to Conley. Back to Towns. Outside Reed. Puts up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
And it's Gafford missing.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Towns outside. This one for 3. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Doncic. Out to Thompson from outside the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Right side McDaniels. 27 seconds left in the second. Edwards. Kicks it out Towns. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Mavericks leading. On the wing, Thompson. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
They need this. Gafford with the block. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Halftime. Anytime you can add a player like Draymond Green, you do it. He's a unique individual in every way, and he's a stone-cold winner.
And he'll be vocal. He'll get up in guys' faces. You need guys like that.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Mavericks.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the floor. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Gafford in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And that one comes up a bit short. The Mavericks lead by 4. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Conley with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Elbow shot on the way. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 6th assist of the night. Here's Doncic. Nice finish from Luka.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Towns on a screen. McDaniels from long range. And the rebound goes to Dallas. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And the dunk by Gafford.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Edwards. Cash money from 16 feet away. Edwards has got 26 points.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
And here's Gafford. Reed defending. Gafford with a screen on McDaniels. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
Conley passes to Reed. There's the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gafford the screen. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Conley, he's open. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You look at Thompson. He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Thompson passes to Irving. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Another one falls for Dallas.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Reed. Fires for 3. The shot won't fall.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Dallas leading by 9. Thompson outside. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray. Thompson's got 15.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marshall comes in for Washington, and Exum subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Najee Marshall. Dante Exum.
Dallas leading by 9. Here's Marshall. No made baskets yet. From deep, here's Doncic. And they get it back. Launches a 3. Luka! Lethal!
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Poke loose. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Thursday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And that game against the Wizards, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jones comes in for Anthony Edwards.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
What's up?
Free throw drops for Conley. Understand in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time. and then now an all-star.
Here's Doncic. Luka against resistance.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pulls up. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Gobert with it. Give him 8. 5 on the clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 8 rebounds in the game. Dallas leading by 11. Here's Doncic. Out to Thompson. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's starting to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Mills, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Jones with a screen on Lively. Towns for 3. Fires in the triple. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's really made his mark with the 3-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
While this call may not decide the game, always prefer to get it right.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Mavericks lead by 7. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Edwards out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Minot in at the 4.
And the handles Kyrie has are out of this world. He uses them so well in screen and roll action.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Jones hits them both. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And he bangs it home with one hand.
It's a great option every time to have Dinwiddie run the pick and roll. As reliable a play as they'll ever get. Edwards
looking it over. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Edwards gets the bucket.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Dallas leading by 6. And here is Irving. Washington outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Tries again. Why not? There's the block. And he gets it back. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game, and the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Screen by Lively. Irving for 3. For 3. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Marshall. Knocks down the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's the pick. Jones from outside. Offensive rebound. Blocked! A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Irving for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Pass to Gobert. For 3. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards has got 6 in the quarter.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc, and that's now his 2nd in this half.
Here's the 3. Washington grabs the miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Irving against Jones. The 3 from Washington. Jones grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 9. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. For 3, Conley. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
And Irving gets it to go. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And Doncic has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Towns, that's good.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
Here's Doncic. And he converts the layup. Doncic has got 24 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
And the dunk by Gafford.
And they've got all the confidence in the world letting Luka run the pick and roll. Just a top-notch decision maker.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. 11-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Towns for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Doncic on the take. Out to Thompson from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Doncic. On the wing, Thompson. Irving for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A great move by Conley. Uses that dribble move to get the space he needed.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. 1:51 left to play in the 4th quarter. And here's Doncic outside. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got 27 points.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Conley passes to Towns. Edwards with it. Checked by Washington. And Gafford with the block. Now here's Washington. Pass to Thompson. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 14. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Edwards has got 8 points in the quarter.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
Connects from downtown.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Mavericks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And what a huge performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Washington, a screen on Conley. Outside for Irving. Jacks up a 3. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving. 16 seconds left in the 4th. And it's Doncic on the drive. Lets it go from deep. And it's Klay Thompson with the 3. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner 3s in his sleep.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
See you back, I'ma see